I had no idea when I signed my child's birth certificate that they were going to get a social security number and I was going to be selling them to a banking cartel. Let me tell you how the Federal Reserve is the author of deception and owns every one of us. A secret meeting in 1910 on an island off the coast of Georgia, the richest men in the world met to form the foundations of the Federal Reserve. When I say the richest men in the world, I'm talking about Rockefeller, Pulitzer, Vanderbilt, Goodyear, Macy, and J.P. Morgan. In 1911, these men formed the paperwork that would be submitted to Congress so that the president could sign the Federal Reserve into law. In 1912, while that was going through Congress, we were electing another president into the United States. And the people that opposed the Federal Reserve, well, they all boarded the Titanic for one more secret meeting. Vanderbilt, at the very last minute, stepped off of the boat. J.P. Morgan, who had his own personal suite and his own private promenade dock, he stepped off the boat too. At the very last minute, he decided to continue enjoying his morning massage and the sulfur bath that he was taking. April 15th, 1912, Easter weekend, the Titanic sank, with all of the opposition to the Federal Reserve on board. By April 1912, all opposition to the Federal Reserve was eliminated. In December 1913, the Federal Reserve was born, controlled by the elite banking cabal, whose ultimate agenda was to enslave humanity. The new Democrat president was put in place, mystery man Woodrow Wilson. Edward Mandell House was the advisor to Woodrow Wilson. And in 1913, he had a sit-down talk with the president to tell him what was getting ready to happen. That meeting was recorded in the private papers of Woodrow Wilson. Very soon, every American will be required to register their biological property. That's you and your children. Every American will be forced to register or suffer being able to work and earn a living. They will be our chattels, property, and we will hold the security interest over them forever by operation of the law of merchant under the scheme of secured transactions. Americans, by unknowingly or unwittingly delivering the bills of lading, a birth certificate, to us, will be rendered bankrupt and insolvent, secured by their pledges. They will be stripped of their rights and given a commercial value designed to make us a profit, and they will be none the wiser. This will inevitably reap us huge profits beyond our wildest expectations and leave every American a contributor to this fraud, which we will call social insurance. Your number is held right between the columns of Freemasonry right there. In part 2, we're going to check out all the upside-down crosses on the Vanderbilt house and its gargoyles. Little devil baby in the front yard. Revelation 13, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.